I'm going to share with you 10 frustrations which all immigrants face when they come to the United States of America, especially immigrants from Africa and immigrants from Asia. These affect majority. In 10 immigrants, 8 of immigrants to 9 will be able to face similar challenges. I faced almost all of these top 10 frustrations I'm going to share with you. And in order to succeed in America, if you go and understand these frustrations and work on them to be in a good way on your own advantage, they are going to be pillars of you to succeed in the United States of America. So I'll be going straight number 1 to 10 and explaining each of the item I'm going to share. Number 1 is about language. Number 2, about job search or the craziness about the job supervisor. We'll talk about them. Number 3, about the indoor lifestyle. Number 4 is about individual lifestyle, capitalist individualistic tendencies here. Number 5, the sense of starting over your life in the new country of the United States. Number 6, we'll talk about education and cognition. Is your education cognized here, and will it be applicable, and how you are going to take it over? Number 7, we'll talk about food. Number 8, we are talking just overall about the culture, and especially there are a few items I will be talking there about religion, about politics, how to share, what not to discuss, all those kind of things. Number 9, that will be overall dating, if you are in the dating scene. And the last one will be overall clothing, what to wear, in what occasions, in casual, office, at home, blah, 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 interview, all those kind of interesting things you needed to know about them. So, let's go directly to language as number 1. This one doesn't matter where you are from. Is the issue of accent and experience of speaking English with the first or native speakers of the language. Myself and many people coming from English-speaking countries in Africa or Asia assume that you know English, which you know English is the matter of grammar, the matter of writing, speaking, listening, and all other kind of things. But we haven't got opportunity to spend time with the first or native speakers of that language. So yes, I know English, but from primary school to university, every single day I interact with people with the same or similar accent. We are using the same, for instance, British English, colonized by British. And even the teacher is using English in the class. Sometimes he's mixing with his native language or Swahili, depending on the country where you are. When out of class, you are talking to your colleagues, to your friends, interact all the time in your own languages. Yes, you know English. But how many times, yes, you watch the movie, but how many times are you able to hear someone, native speaker, talking without seeing the face of that native speaker? It becomes difficult in some cases. Just close your eyes and listen to see and understand. But if you watch a movie, you can assume and you can connect the dots, this action. That's why we watch even Indian movies. In Hindi, we do not know any Indian language, but we understand what they mean because we see the action, then we can connect the dots. But when you come to the language, that is the problem. You come here, the first time you come across maybe African American talking to you over the phone, man, this is a problem. You cannot understand it sometimes. Even just normal American, in America there is different accent. A New Yorker talking to you is different from someone in California, different from someone from Midwest. There is different types of accents within the United States. So that is another challenge. And the accent, while it's not something bad, you don't need to change or feel shame with how you talk. But sometimes that is taking me to the point number, but before I go to point number 2 about the job, but even that one, sometimes you are talking to other people, they don't understand what you mean. It is not mean, they don't understand. Because the way you talk, the way you pronounce certain words are different from what they mean. So for instance, let me give you an example. From primary school until I come to America, the country, we say Haiti, whatever you call it, that country. But when American is talking, they pronounce SD, Haiti. Like, what is that? So whatever, sometimes it can take time for you to capture what they mean or what you mean when you talk. So don't feel embarrassed or feel shame to talk. Don't feel embarrassed or shame to ask if you don't understand. And if they ask you, pardon, can you please say what do you mean? It doesn't mean that you are not educated. English is not just you are educated. No, it's just a language. They don't understand your accent. Maybe the way you pronounce a certain particular word might be different from what they do. So for instance, even like one day, like it was the time when there was a situation in Afghanistan and also Iraq. So I saw in the news, I don't remember, was it CNN or MSNBC, whatever. So the person would say, Kabul. I say, what is that to say? Well, yeah, that's Kabul. I say, no, it's pronounced Kabul, not Kabul. Like, you see, like we pronounce it different. Or like yesterday, I was watching ESPN, and someone say, oh, you're in Qatar. No, we say Qatar. So how the American they pronounce for them is okay, but for me, I don't say Qatar, it's Qatar, Kabul. Like the way sometimes we pronounce is different from them. So what you say, they cannot understand. So don't get upset. Try. You don't need to start changing. You said, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You start like pretending to be like, if you are black, you want to be a black African American. No, you are not. Just speak it. Find your way if you want to change. Like instead of saying Z, like we are using A, B, C, D, F, G, up to Z, they say Z, so you have to learn to pronounce. If you say Z, what is Z? You say zebra, what is zebra? They do not know, you say zebra. So you have to, a little bit, not to change, to pretend everything, but there are certain things will take time. It's a very big frustration. So you think that I know English, but oh man, I do not know now. So sometimes it can lower down your confidence if you let it go in your head. But remember, they are also learning from you. Just assume a white American or black American comes to Tanzania and they have to speak in Swahili. They will speak their own accent, but in Swahili, you cannot understand sometimes what they mean. Because it's very confusing. We are not used to that accent in Swahili. So the same thing. So that is number one, frustration. Let's go to the second one, job search. In the job search is another frustration because the way you are writing resume or CV, you are used to call it CV in your country. Come here, yes, there is CV, but everybody calls it resume. There is a slight difference between resume and CV, but here nobody will tell CV. Majority people don't understand. Maybe in the academic world they understand what we say CV, but everybody, what is a CV? People refer to resume all the time. So when you are writing resume, you are used to write 2-3 pages, whatever it is, writing unnecessary things, putting even your photo of you come here, you apply so many jobs you don't get because your resume is written in African context, but you are competing in the American job market. You have to know how to write job search, how to put a resume. You are proud of yourself, you have master's degree or PhD, you are applying a job at Target, or you're applying a job on Amazon, you're putting master's degree and you are going to find a job for $15, they're not going to hire you because you are over qualified with education. So sometimes you have to pretend you haven't been to high school. I mean, just your high school or just bachelor degree or some university courses or just associate degree. So you have to sometimes you have to lower down everything. Is very frustrating to learn the job market, how it goes. While you are proudly, oh, I have this degree. Sometimes here is very scary. Not many people in America have even bachelor degree. The older generation don't have bachelor degree. And for our countries, developing countries, to have bachelor, masters, that's normal. You come here, that sometimes is very, very high. Your supervisor is just high school. How are you going in the job where you are going to work? Your supervisor is just 21 years old and you are 35, and the supervisor maybe dropped out from high school. It's very frustrating. So, man, this kid is just telling me what to do. Yes, he's telling you what to do because he's your supervisor. So it is very frustrating to find a job. Sometimes there are certain jobs, myself, I know I have a thick accent and I'm not planning to change. This is how I talk. I'm not going to find a job with customer service. Whatever you talk to someone, can you talk to your supervisor, please, or someone else? I cannot understand you. Myself, when I get some people with a different accent, I cannot understand whether you are American, whether you are Indian, whether you are African. I ask for another person. No hard feeling. People want to understand, to agree what they are signing. So for me, to avoid unnecessary things like those kind of accent over the phone, I decided not to apply. Most of the jobs I apply, I don't apply the phone, customer service over the phone. I don't do that. So I found my weakness and what is my strength, and I know where to place everything in a correct way. The third one, the indoor lifestyle. Whether you go to Latin America, whether you go to Asia, whether you go to Africa, the lifestyle is outdoor. We stay inside during the time of dinner, most of the time during the night when we go to sleep, or when it is raining. Most of the time we are outdoor, hanging out, doing activities outdoor. That's why even our homes are not designed for people to spend most of their time, like 2 days inside the house. That is the problem. You come here, everybody is indoor. The homes are designed indoor. The lifestyle is designed to be indoor. I can order from Amazon, they can bring here. I can order from the store, bring me milk, bring me something at your own home. DoorDash, they are going to deliver at your own home. You can order food from the restaurant, from pizza, they can bring at your home. You can order Uber Eats, they bring food at your own home. The medicine, CVS, they have app, you pay $10, $15 per month, whatever it is, of 100, whatever, I don't remember, per year. They are going to deliver the medicine at your own house. So the lifestyle is indoor. You are used to outdoor life. You go out, if you are not in the bigger cities, everybody is inside. And if someone is outside, is doing specific activities, not just staying there, nothing to do, is chilling, waiting for you. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. What about yesterday? No. It's indoor lifestyle. At the beginning, it will be frustrating because you are not used to stay inside. You are used to go outside, but you go outside, nobody is there. What are you going to do? You need to adopt. You have to find what things can you be able to do from inside. What activities can you be able to do? Even myself, that was a frustrating time when I'm starting. But now, I can stay even 2 weeks even without going outside. Outside of my door, front door, I don't go. And I'm okay. Sometimes, like, can we go shopping together? Is it important? You feel, after sometimes you feel comfortable to be at your own home. You can do so many things. If you watch a movie, you can, if you are purchasing something online, if you are doing, for instance, I'm writing, I'm doing YouTube, I can do gardening, I can do everything you can do from your own home. When you go out somewhere, you have a specific schedule. You are going to work, you are going to church, you are going to the market, you are going to meet a friend, you have an appointment or plan for that. You are not just showing up, letting me go and waste my time. No. That indoor life brings depression. In Africa, in Asia, many people are not depressed because of that free being outside to talk to everyone. But here, you'll be there, you'll be depressed. You have to find every single way to do activities and to be enjoying the life from the indoor is the larger percent of your lifestyle. Frustration number 4. Capitalist individualistic lifestyle. In your country, you expect to go to a neighbor, A neighbor comes to check your children. You are going to find a babysitter, maid, house girl, house boy. They do everything. You give $50 here and there per month. You can just go there, and if you are sick, people bring. You have so many communal way of life in our countries. You come here is individual life, individualistic, capitalist lifestyle. Meaning you have to be depending on your own, and this starts from these kids. When they go to Tanzania or even in some other countries in Africa, you find a child maybe 3 years old, 4 years old. The house girl or the mother, the father is feeding the baby, like is 3, 4 years old. Here in America, the child is 1 year old, doesn't want someone to feed the child. Like they want to pick everything to eat by themselves. My daughter Faustina is 2.5 years. If you want to feed her, that is strange for her. They are built to be independent. If she wants to eat cereal, she will tell you even the type of cereal she wants. You say, can you have this one? They say no. So they are built into that to depend on their own from the beginning. And that is inbuilt because of the environment. Even if you were the father and the mother, both are here, but the child born here automatically will come with this kind of lifestyle. But on our end, we are communal. We depend from one another. So that transitioning is affecting a lot. You have to be able to depend on your own. You don't have a maid. You don't have house girl, house boy. You cannot afford to have babysitter at your house. You cannot afford to take a child to the daycare. You have to be your maid. You have to do everything on your own. The father, the mother, all have to be hands-on to support one another. You need to have a time to reflect your own life. You need to be yourself. So individualistic lifestyle, you need to change. If you don't change, you'll be ending up spending time all the time on the social media, talking to the people in your Africa, instead of finding other productive things in America. So you have, I don't say you have to be fully also like individualistic, but you need to also adopt this lifestyle, because otherwise you'll be living in America physical, but your mind is still a communal African mindset. You'll be still all the time on the chat groups talking about whatever, everything's going on. You work, you go there. So you hang out with the people, social, start developing the skills of self-reliance, independence, individualistic life. Not to that extent of completely don't care of everything else around the world, but combine of yourself to be independent while you are here. That can also, we'll talk about dating, we'll talk about other things, how that individualistic life play part even in dating, play part in terms of when you're going to get married. All those kind of things are very, very crucial. Number 5, the spirit of starting over is very frustrating. You have bachelor degree or master's degree. You have 7 years of experience of work. You come here as a green card winner, or you come here as an international student. You are going to start over. Completely start over. We'll talk about education recognition. You are coming here. You are bank manager. You are going to start as a bank teller. You are going to start at the beginning from basic starting job. You cannot just jump here today and become a CEO right away. No. It will take time. So you have to lower down your expectation on certain things. That lowering down, in your country, you used to be called your last name. When I was in Tanzania, from middle school or high school going to the university, everybody calls me by my last name. Makulilo, 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 that's the name I go by. You come to America, you are called Ernest. They call you your first name. So if now any person asking my name, I usually don't say my name is Makulilo, I say my name is Ernest, because we go by first name. You come here, you are PhD holder, you are a doctor. In your country, you call Dr. Makulilo, so-and-so, professor. So you come here, people call you by your first name. They don't even call you by your title, doctor. You call yourself engineer, engineer Ernest Makulilo. You call it CPA. They don't go by those titles. So you come here, you are starting over. Yes, you continue to be engineer, but people will not call you by that title. So those are frustrating to start over. Starting over from the mindset. Starting over from the spirit or point of being supervisor. You are not a supervisor, starting there. It is very frustrating. Some people, they even wonder why they decided to quit their job to come here. Why am I working with these odd jobs? I could be having a good job in my country with very good respect. Even if I don't get more money, but I have respect than these jobs. So you have to decide which one you want. Otherwise, you can come here and you regret. Every single day you can start crying. People are crying here. There is no any person around you. You left everything, you come here. You have to see what can I do to start over, but still go to the top with that kind of spirit of mindset. Number 6, education cognition. University is university. High school is high school. Masters is masters. PhD is PhD. Bachelor is bachelor. Yes, you'll come here. You can evaluate your transcript to mean that, yes, you have a bachelor degree. There is no problem. But when you come to the job market, when you come to the respect in where did you go to school, if you say, I went to Notre Dame, I went to USD, I went to Harvard, I went to UCLA, I went to UCSD, I went to Texas, A&T, whatever. I went to Nashville, whatever. I went to Cali State, I was Southern California, whatever. If you mention these names of the universities which are here, it is easier for them to connect with you because they know you know football, you know basketball, you follow. They know, they can trust the education system. But you come, which school did you go? Oh, I went to Jomo Kenyatta. Even the name itself is very difficult for them to pronounce. What is that university again? Oh, it is nearby. It's very difficult. Like, what is the education system like? Did you go 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? So sometimes people can skip you from the job because they do not know what is the name of this university, or they don't trust. This person is an engineer. Does he really be able to work like an engineer from here in America? So sometimes you can feel you are not recognized enough with your education. They don't trust you. But that is the reality. That's why I usually tell people, once you arrive here, if you want to take another level of education, it will be better. Or you take a certification. You are accountant, take a CPA for America. If you are human resources, take the certification as human resources. If you are IT, take those Cisco, other certification here. It gives you another chance of competing with the same people in their own backyard. In addition of your country, you have also experiences here. I have bachelor in political science from University of Dar es Salaam. But in addition to that, I have masters from one among the best universities, University of San Diego. So if I apply, they don't look, first of all, they're going to look like bachelor. No, this person went to California at this university. They know the university. It helps you a lot. It is very frustrating. So try to get even certificates, certifications. There are some of the degrees or profession you have, you come here, you must get license or certification. Like you want to become a social worker, you want to become a counselor, you want to become a real estate agent, you want to sell insurance, you want to become a nurse, a doctor, engineer, a lawyer, you must get a license here. So those are the things you need to know when you talk about education in general. Number 7, food. Yes, nowadays it's a little bit easier. Why? Because many people can come to America already. They've experienced eating American food in your own country with the modern life and the restaurants and everything. It is easier. The time I was coming to America, in the entire Tanzania, there was only one place they're selling hamburgers, steers in Dar es Salaam. The salad which people eat right now is not the salad. It was not in my country. So I don't eat salad, I call it eating grass. So you come here, you are used to eat chapati, rice in a certain way, eating this kind of nice food, whatever you cook, like how you eat, you make bananas, green banana, matoke, like people in Uganda, with milk tea mixing together. And main food in our countries is starch. You come here, main food is protein. You come here, even to order the food is difficult. You come here, find mac and cheese you have never eaten before. the main food, most of the food might be very strange, or even if it will be the same, how they do barbecue, but it's different taste because the meat is not the correct way. The chicken has been slaughtered a couple of days before, is in supermarket, different from our countries. You can slaughter chicken now and eat right away. The rice tastes different. So, all those kind of things are different. So, some people can enjoy the food, some people cannot. The best way to overcome this one is to cook your own food. You can buy the same chicken and buy ingredients. The good thing about America, there are ingredients of every country here. Every spice you need is here. You go to the Indian store, you go to Mexican store, whatever African store, you can get whatever you want. If you eat ugali, fufu, whatever you call it, in your country, in West Africa, in East Africa, you call ugali, or in Sima, people in Zambia, people in Malawi, you have to go to the African store. I usually go to Kenyan store in Overland Park here in Kansas City. I get it. I get that one. If you want tea bags from Tanzania or Kenya, you get it. So that helps a lot. But if you go to eat out, it's a very big challenge. But you have to get used to food. You cook the food and put in the fridge and eat it even 3 days later. But in our countries, we don't eat the food after 4 days later. No. So the things are different when it comes to the food. You go to a restaurant or you go to a celebration like, oh, today we have a function in the office. Every type of food is there. You don't eat at all. I'm very picky. So many places I don't eat their food because I know how to cook. I'm the very, very good cook. I'm a certified chef. I like to cook my own food. So wherever I go to some place, sometimes I don't find what I want to eat. So I end up eating fruits. There are fruits which you like. Mangoes, they are not here. They are here, but they are not that good. Pineapples are not that good. Whatever, maybe banana a little bit. There are so many fruits. They are so expensive and they taste so bad. So you have to be okay to get used to this kind of food. It is very frustrating when you come here. Let's go to the one aspect of culture which is related to that individualistic life. But one among this is number 8, the culture special on the religion and the politics. In our countries, I can get into the bus stop, see people about the bus stop. I do not know them. I don't know their names. And you can start clicking and talking every single topic I want. Oh, did you hear today about Uhuru Kenyatta, the president of Kenya? Oh, he said this one. This was so crazy. Oh, do you remember? You can, Muslim and Christian can start arguing. They're not fighting, arguing, talking about religion. Born-again Christian and non-born-again Christian can start talking. Some from Sabbath, SDA versus Catholic can talk and understand one another. You can talk. There are few limited topics you cannot talk. It's a taboo in Africa, you understand. But here, you come here, you expect that you can start talking about, you get into the bus, everybody is quiet, is chilling. Oh, the weather today is good, yeah. They said it will be 65 today. No, they said it's 67. Oh, maybe it will be, but it is good today. That's all. Oh, you talk about dogs. Oh, my pet is this. Oh, it's so cute. It's a dog. I don't know what's going to be cute or whatever. But you start to talk about the topics which are not substantial in your mind. For me, I prefer to talk about politics. I prefer to talk about religion. In Africa, we talk those topics as normal because we stay together. But in America, you come here, you cannot talk those topics because they are completely. If someone says, "I don't believe in God," you leave them alone. You don't need to convert them. That's their whatever they want. That is the individual decision. Just deal with your own. If someone is a Republican, you are Democrat, you cannot agree on most of the things because these two people, liberal and conservative, are vastly different. In our countries, someone can believe in this part, political party, next day another part. Here, you cannot. Majority, they don't. They can transfer after a couple of years, but it's very difficult for just these people to agree. So to avoid any type of argument or disagreement, they don't talk. So when you come here, you have to know what topics are not supposed to be talked, even within your family. Thanksgiving dinner, to avoid people to confuse, you just chill, you talk about the food. Oh, this turkey tastes so good. I remember the other time, just light topics sometimes. So you have to see, it is very frustrating. People talk about, oh, today I wake up, I ate this, I ate the toast, I put the butter, I put this one. Like, I don't need to know all those kind of things. It takes time to be into that level, to have the conversation of those nights and also you enjoy. But it's very frustrating at the beginning. Number 9 is about dating. Dating is one among the things which are important to know. As I said, there is the issue of indoor life. So you'll not be able to see people around. Like, in our countries, you can see, you can maybe be meeting one girl all the time, will be passing here, over there. Here, everybody's inside. I leave from here, I go to the store, I go to church, I go to a specific activity. I have a schedule to go somewhere. So you don't just stop somewhere, oh, sister, please stop, and then you want to talk to them, to court them, to date them. No. Yes, if you're at work, you can find whatever. So in the end, the dating is mostly online. While you come here, majority of people, they see online dating is just the bad thing. All bad people are on online dating. No. That's where many people meet. Even now in Africa, you see majority of people can meet Instagram, Facebook, but they're not dating site. But through communication, you can start meeting with someone. So that is, it can start through that way. Again, individualistic, capitalist mind. I am capable of my own. So don't come here with your male dominance mindset that when you go for a dating, I decide anything what to eat. I decide who is going to pay. If a girl is coming for a date, is going to pay for their own. So if you are a woman here in America, you're going to date with the American, you're going for a date, go with your own money. Don't expect a man to pay for you. They are going to order what they want according to their budget. You come here, a girl from Africa or Asia, you expect that the guy will be paying for you? Oh, man, you'll be surprised. Go with your own money. You are independent. Why? Because if I pay for that meal, sometimes I dominate your mind. If I say I want to eat beans, I don't want to like beans. You need to have a way where yourself, you are capable of your own life. So in dating, each person has equal power because each person doesn't request waiting a man for a guy. A woman is working, a man is working. So there is no the African thing, I'm out of my bundle, internet bundle, voucher, or my mother is sick, have insurance. So what? So there is no getting the money from your boyfriend here. There is no such a thing. If you get the money, you ask for a loan. And you sign what you call promissory note, I will pay you on this day. It's capitalism. So don't come here with the mind like, if you date your fellow African, maybe it will be okay, but you are dating American and you expect that I'll be paying for you. You are a guy, you'll be paying for a girl. What's wrong with you? Like, do you think you want to own me? If you already later, or husband and wife, dating, whatever you have been for, sometimes it will be okay. Or I'll pay here, another time she's paying, or one is paying for dinner, one is paying for tips. All this kind of one is paying for food, another pay for drink, those kind of things. You get into the taxi sometimes, you split the bill. So you have to come with that mindset. And there is no way to use the word I love you. You meet a person in Africa, you meet a girl, oh man, I love you so much, blah, 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 I want to marry you. There is no, you cannot say from the first day I love you, I marry you. No, those kind of things. I like you. So people will take longer to do dating. So don't come with the same thing. It will be, why is this person is confused? No. You have to know the game before you go here. Some people, they want to date people like you. They stay here for a full year, they have never dated anybody. So they end up being here and started dating someone in their own country because they don't know the simple tips about dating life here in America. It can be very confusing. It can take you to jail sometime if you come here and start abusing a woman, or if you are a woman coming from, because there are certain women from other tribes or other places, they have used to slap with their men, whatever. You come here, you do that crazy stuff. They don't care who is raising the hand over the other. A man doing to a woman doing to a man, he will be to jail, my friend. And when you want to get married, people don't care if this person own the house, because sometimes people in Africa, a woman is waiting until to date a guy who has a house or he has a very nice apartment. Here, someone has an apartment, expectation is we are moving together, we are both going to pay. That's the life. So just expect the equality also into monetary forms and relationships. And the last one is clothing. This is one of the things I learned in the hard way. While I was in high school and university in Tanzania, I used to have over 300 neckties. The tie, you wear shirt, wear suit, boom, tie. It's a British system. So you used to dress up, a trouser which is just very tailored, whatever, nice shoe, whatever, very appearance. You appear in the class with a tie, just a student. People are going to work as if they're just going to the interview, very well dressed. And then you come to America, I wear one day like this one. So my sister says, so, do you have any appointment somewhere? I said, no, I come to work. So I saw you just wear dress shirt and tie and all these kind of things. You look all over everyone, all the professors, for instance, like they are in sandals, wearing jeans, normal shirt, no tucked in. They're okay. Very few jobs here, yes, you need to appear in a certain way. Like if you work at the bank, you work at a certain office, yes, they can be able to wear a suit or something like that. But majority of the jobs, majority of the people in America wear casual, business casual, is how they go to work. Today, if I go to work, I wear this t-shirt. And you wear with jeans, you're okay. That is the normal. So whatever I was wearing, like a tie, whatever, it was, you get so many questions like, do you have a date? Do you have this? Do you have this? Are you going to a special meeting? Are you going for a special celebration? Like, it is too much because people are not used to that. Even you see when millionaires in America, how they wear that way. They just take it easy. They're cool. But if you go to see millionaires or billionaires, even in Asia, I mean in Europe, for instance, especially in Britain, you find the billionaires, they wear suits. Just see like Steve Jobs, Mark, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, they wear normal, they wear simple. See the NBA players, when they wear simple, they don't wear a suit, whatever, they just wear normal. Back in the day, Michael Jordan, in the time of Jordan, Bulls, whatever, they used to wear a suit, whatever. But now everybody wears normal. They wear just tennis shoes, just with jeans, shorts, whatever. That's how they wear. But see where the soccer players in Europe wear, very dressed up with a suit, whatever those players do. See on the Olympic team, almost every nation in the world were wearing suit or special type of whatever. US, they had a special like a t-shirt and jeans, blue jeans, t-shirt with the blue and like American flag, and tennis shoes, all of them. So that's how the America is representing, not to look more how you look, but more your brain and what is in your heart. That is what it drives America. It's not about how you appear, to appear rich while you are not. That's why here, people don't call themselves Dr. Makulilo, Professor Makulilo. They just call you Ernest. But in England or other European countries, people still call you by your professional Dr. So-and-so. Here, the people introduce, oh, I'm Joe. Doesn't call you, I'm President Biden or I'm President Barack Obama. They go, oh, I'm Barack here. I'm Donald. I don't say I'm Mr. Trump. No. So that kind of mentality is more Americanized. It's affecting a lot of people. So wearing whatever, it's just that kind of simple. So when you come here, sometimes you'll come to change most of the clothing. So for me, right now I can say 2 years without wearing a tie. They're just in my drawer. When I came to America, I came with about 50 ties, I think. But I don't wear them nowadays. I can wear maybe once in a year, maybe if there is a very, very special occasion. But in normal way, I don't. And that's the lifestyle here in the United States. So those are 10 frustrations which you might encounter, either all of them or most of them. I don't say all of them, they'll go with you depending on your background. And there might be even more than 10 depending on your background too. But these are most of the immigrants are passing through. Myself, I went through almost all of them, not all. Like starting over, I knew I'm going to do that. It was not a big deal. There are some of this one was easy for me. There are some where difficulties. There are some up to now you're still struggling with them. But that's how it is. If you are already in America, can you please share what have been frustration to you in this comment of this video? Tell me your comment on that one. What a frustration. If you are planning to come, you have applied the lottery, you have applied as a student visa, what do you think it is easier for you out of these items? Will not be a big hindrance for you. It will not be any frustration for you. Maybe food, you are used to that. Maybe indoor. Or which one do you think will be a very tough for you to adjust? For that particular case, when you come, you know for sure I have to work more on those type of frustrations. I really appreciate for your continued support of the EBM Scholars. This is EBM Ernest Boniface Makulilo from Belton, Missouri, United States of America.